Hey, 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 everybody. Okay, let me stop. I'm too hyped. It's the last week. It is the last week. I shouldn't even be that happy about it, but it's been one successful project, and I am excited for today. We got a
Hey, everybody.
special treat for you guys
Hey,
today.
everybody.
And look, y'all saw what was in the boxes. Um, but we're gonna get started. And today may be a little bit longer than usual because we're cooking a whole meal with three different things. So y'all might be hanging out with us a little past date today, but I think that's fine. I think as long as that food is cooking and it is good, everyone's cool. Everyone is cool. Um, but right now we are just gonna take some time to appreciate the fact that everything got done this week. Everything has gotten done these past 6 weeks, actually. And we did great. And thank you, everyone, for coming out and actually coming and signing up and telling other people, spreading the word. But look, I'm just happy. I'm happy because we're here. We are here. Yes, Tay, I just said past 8. We got three things we are cooking today, so I wouldn't be surprised if we go a little past. Unless we don't, we might not, but if we do, y'all gonna have to stick around. But we are gonna let Lamar and Corey take over now, so they can do the workout session with you guys, and then we can jump into cooking so that we can get the show on the road. Hey guys, Mars' grandmother is coming in too, so they're connecting us right now, so we get this workout started. Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, sorry, I was having like a little bit of technical difficulties.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
Go ahead.
So
Go
I'm
to
gonna
the.
let you guys start and take over from here and do your thing. Okay.
All right, back.
All right.
All right. One of the first things we could do, we just start off with is like stretches. Oh, by the way, Corey's gonna be here. He's kind of like changing. He got here a little late. But one of the first things we're gonna do is like stretches. Here he is, and we're gonna start with the right arm. We're gonna do a count of 10. So starting now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're gonna switch arms and do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now we're gonna put the right arm over top. Hold that for 10 seconds as well. So start now. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now switch. One, one, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Go ahead, Marty's grandmother. You know, you got the next stretch.
I got the next stretch.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to stretch the legs out.
Got to stretch.
Okay,
So next one.
ready?
Yeah, what you gonna do? Oh, we gotta do some
Oh,
balance.
yeah, this is the balance stretches. Hey, Miss John. Hey, y'all.
One, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. You okay?
He's trying to balance himself. All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, let me see. You did the arms, right?
Yeah. You are stressed.
Oh, we stretched out?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm halfway today.
All right.
But he working out?
Yeah, you working out.
Go ahead, Mark. Mark,
Yeah.
you start us off right with something. Come on, Mark. It's only right that you start us off right with something.
For real, what's a simple, easy workout that you know?
Come on, just start us off right with anything. We got a new guest in the spot, y'all know. We making it hot.
We're gonna do 50.
50 what? Jumping jacks?
Yes.
How I know it was going
Last week we pushing it out.
All right, move up.
Ready?
Move up a little bit.
You could do modify. Anybody can't do it? If you can do the jumping jacks, we're doing 50.
50.
All right, ready? Hold on, let me take my watch off. This is my anniversary, so hey.
Oh, anniversary, yes, sir.
Hey.
Yes, been married for 15 years.
15 years. Now, everything that we're going to do today, 15. Come on, let's go.
There you go. But 50 jumping jacks first.
Yeah, 50 though.
Gotta punch it out. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 130. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 50. Let's go. Yes.
So,
We did it.
It's push-ups now. 15 push-ups.
I wonder if they hype him up.
15 push-ups.
15 push-ups. Everybody in the chat saying happy anniversary.
For real,
Yeah.
y'all should be hype.
Come
Y'all
on,
should
baby.
be hype
Let's
his
get it.
mom,
Let's get
mom,
it.
grandmother.
Let's knock these out real fast.
We're doing 50. 1, 15. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's
Sir.
go. Down.
Yeah. Big weight. You know, light boys? This are what?
On the squats.
All right.
He's gonna set his squats
15
in.
jump squats it is.
That's good. Let's go.
Ready? Begin. 1.
Like this. Jump.
Oh, crack is vicious.
Ah. 2, 3, 4, 5.
I had to jump forward a little bit.
Oh, the general wasn't bouncing on his push-ups. Mar,
What?
calling you out in the chat said you wasn't bouncing on your push-ups.
Oh my.
Yo,
What's up, Utah?
we'll be skinned.
All right, Mars, you go.
We're gonna do squat.
He said he wasn't bouncing on the push-ups.
Don't do
What we got?
We're gonna do 15.
15?
Wait, what are those?
Yeah. Ready? Come on, you can do it. Let's go. You can do it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job.
All right, how many was that? 50 jumping jacks, push-ups, jump squats, and those things. All right, y'all go get y'all break and come back with y'all water, cause I know y'all need it, cause I need some. And we got 2 more sets, y'all. Let's get right. Whew.
Hey, Ma, how you feeling so far?
Good.
Yeah.
He can't breathe.
I can't breathe.
That's the best feeling. That's one of the ways you know
If
it's
he'd been working out with me, he'll be in shape right now. He don't want to work out.
Oh my God, that's too much.
Not too much when you lose that weight and look good, son.
I thought you can't understand. I'm understand.
Y'all, there go Coach West. I think he said too good for us today. He playing. Oh, my bad.
It's irritating.
Oh, we was Miss Johnny. So Lamar thought it was slick. We was gonna do regular push-ups, but Lamar went down and came up with the. So we had to knock 15 of them out.
Gotta go out with a banger.
Oh, y'all got 1 more minute left, and then we back at it with the 50 jumping jacks.
Yeah. Do it again, baby.
Y'all ready? Come on, let's get right.
Ready?
50 jumping jacks.
50 jumping jacks. 50. Ready? Mark way counting.
No, I'm not.
There you are. Let's go. Ready? Let's go.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Quay, I can't hear you.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26,
27. Come on.
28,
Come on. You got it.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, bro.
34.
35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49,
50. Good job.
Y'all clap it up, y'all. Y'all just did 100 jumping jacks. Come on, clap it up for y'all.
You got it.
Let's get going. Y'all know what it is. 15 push-ups.
Oh yeah.
15 push-ups.
I'm doing regular this time.
You heard him?
I got you.
No
10
regular. Come on.
10 regular, 10 5. 10 clappers, 10 regular. Come on, let's get it.
I'll do the same.
Ready?
Come on. Ready?
Okay.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's fine.
Oh, easy.
Oh, my. What was next? Oh, jump squats.
15 planks.
15 planks. Oh, you want to do planks?
Oh,
now?
you want to do planks now? Which
How about we do
one? Which
15?
ones we gonna do the?
It's up to you. You want to do planks?
Yeah, let's do those. Let's do the ones we did last week.
Okay.
Yeah, they hurt. They was hurting from last time.
Just got to go down.
Crazy. We never did them planks.
We're going to do side.
Hurt.
Only the time.
Bro, it was like
We're going to do planks
15 times.
up like this. So you 15.
I
You
think
want to do
that's
right
how we're
here?
doing it.
Hold on. You want to do it right here? It's soft, but come on. Let's go.
No, I'll do it right here.
Hold on.
You sure? Okay. He's ready.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
I'm ready. Get up.
1, 2, 3,
Am I doing it right?
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You killed me out. We got jump squats next. Let's go.
Y'all have me tired.
He said he's tired. Breathe.
I can.
Breathe in, breathe out.
Ready?
6 o'clock every day we can do it.
We got jump squats, y'all.
You ready?
Yep. You all ready?
Yeah.
Jump squats. Let's get right. Go.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What's the last one? Oh, the legs, the open close.
Ready?
Discipline, Mar. Hey, Camry, I see you keep typing in this chat. Are you working out? Huh? I'm really being honest. You working out? All right, let's get right.
Come on. Let's go on.
Come on, Mar. Let's go.
Come on.
Let's get right.
Get down, boy.
Go ahead. Get down.
You're going to bring it in. Bring it out. Come on. Let's go.
Let's go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, y'all got your break till 6:20. I mean, it's on our time is gonna be different from y'all, but y'all get your water. I've been working on it.
I do. I keep forgetting to do it. Every time I'm here, I'm like, I need to do it while I'm here. Your hands down.
Y'all, they got us over here doing, what's it called?
You are like you're not built for this. What?
I'm not.
I mean, you doing it, aren't you?
Huh?
You doing it, aren't you?
Yeah, but I can't do something like that.
Yo, if you can do it, bro, that means you built for
I'm
it.
gonna do this workout later this week. What?
Oh,
Come on, Cam.
you're like later this week, like the week not almost over. We almost at Wednesday.
You got it, Mar. Let's go. Y'all got 1 more minute on our time. You talk.
Hold on. You got 30 more seconds.
30 more seconds. Yeah, yo, that joint jumped at me, hit me in my lip.
Hey, dog.
I'm getting whipped by dogs out in these streets. Y'all, it's hot. We got on jackets
For real.
and
I got a whole bag. I got a whole street in my bag too. It's the same
me
thing.
too.
I just don't feel like getting it.
I'm coming off the shit jacket. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Damn. I'm sweating like crazy. I think I might just put the jacket back on. Not finna even mess up perfectly. Right.
I mean, that'd be rational, you know. It's 6:20.
All right. You're right.
For real, Mo, you got Miss Joni in the chat preaching to you, yo. Told you built for this.
Y'all ready?
Yep.
Yeah, give Cole like 2 seconds.
50 jumping jacks.
I need to stop.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's do it. Ready? Yeah. 50. Come on. Ready? Guys, ready? Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Come on, count. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
30.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
40. 40. Come on.
Mo, you better keep going, boy.
6. Good job.
Yo, y'all did. I want y'all to do that math. Y'all did. How many jumping jacks today? 150.
150 jumping jacks.
Come on, y'all gotta clap it up for yourself.
Gotta do push-ups.
Yes, sir. Yep, 15 push-ups. Let's go.
Go.
You know what it is. 10 regular, 5
My
times.
arms is drained.
Ready?
Let's go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You got me there. You got me
Yeah,
there.
pace yourself.
Squat jump. Ready?
What's next? Jump squats.
Yep. 15.
Right.
Come on. You can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, that's the Air Forces, yo. No!
$13, $14. All right, what's the next one? What's the next one we had? Oh, let's go.
Oh yeah.
Ready?
Ready?
Come on, Mark. Let's go.
Let's go, bro.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
You see?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's it?
Yeah, that was it.
All right.
Up to y'all, Tab. Good job.
Wrap it up, y'all. Time for a cool down now. So y'all can just have a seat. We're gonna go right, left, middle. So 1, 2, then we finish.
Stretch. Come on, let's
Oh,
go.
y'all can do it too. Shoot. Right, left, middle. Right. Ready? Got right. Just count this out for 15 seconds. For the 15-year anniversary, y'all. Oh.
Yeah, 15 years been married. 30 years been together.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Straight down the middle.
Come on. You stretching. Come on.
Hey, bro, get your stretches so you don't really feel this. Let's go.
Feel that burn, boy.
15 more seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, now we're gonna go right and then left. Y'all finish. Right to the right. Stretch out on to the right. Oh, I mean, right on to the left. I mean, yeah, one of these of us. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Want y'all clap it up for yourselves, man. I'll put the work today. All right, Amaya. Take it away. It's all yours.
Workout line.
Workout completed. Hey, Mar. Huh?
Workout.
Will you be completing the questions with us?
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna stay right here. I don't even feel like taking something.
Thank you guys. See you. I'm going out for dinner.
Yes, ma'am. I was gonna say yes, sir.
Just like this.
I'm about tired.
Camry, I don't like how you just was not doing the workout with us.
We're all like okay back black gloves, like oh. I didn't realize that.
Oh, you can see the what's it got?
Yeah.
It's Johnny.
I wanted to say that we were 6:35.
Until 6:35. Y'all can
My
go
phone,
until
y'all like that.
6:35. I mean, all right, y'all let us know. This is the last week for us working out here today. How did y'all like the workout today? Ouch.
What?
Told you he hit me in my mouth. Well, you gotta say bye to him, Coach West. You done came in the camera. All right, y'all. See y'all.
See y'all next week.
No, we out next week. It's last week.
This is the last one?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did Joni do her pull-ups or what?
Did you do your pull-ups, Miss Johnny? I know you heard it. Did you do it? Corey, you got my mother sweating in her work clothes. She gonna say, that's my boy.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, man. All right, Coach West, see you, man.
I'll see you on Thursday, huh?
Yes, sir.
Feel free to invite
It's like
anyone
what-
that's there to Thursday.
Y'all heard him Thursday at Mission Fit. Come on down. Y'all know what to do. Slide.
It looks like when I start sweating, I yawn and I'm on sweat. Hey, what's your favorite part about today's session?
Yes, sir. The workout. Workout.
Workout session.
Y'all say 15-year anniversary. Y'all wish her, tell her have fun. Go get dressed. Go get freshened up. Y'all know the vibes. Corey got my mother sweating in her work clothes. She got that's my boy. I'm ready to say that, man. Bro, y'all see my lip, bro? The dog bust my lip. No, I'm just playing.
He was ready to go hang on my Air Forces, you know.
He was ready to pee on. He was ready to go ham.
He was ready to be done.
Dun, 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 dun. Twitter notification.
She said she ready to rewind the whole workout and redo it. And she get up at 3 in the morning.
See, hey, that's when they do it. That's gonna put her straight to sleep. Cause this workout was intense. This one was the one. We gave it to y'all. Y'all my wavy way wet. Y'all see that? Look, my wavy way wet, y'all.
That's crazy. How you got yours on? I don't.
My wavy way wet, y'all. I don't want to take it off. Then I'm like, ooh. It's like
Hey.
a mic is working out today.
Okay. I'm back. We're gonna do
Hey.
icebreaker questions.
Ooh.
But we're not gonna go that long today just because you gotta get this cooking on the road because
On the road, Jack.
it's meal.
Yo, I'm saying this now. Excuse for my unnecessary yawns.
Yeah.
When I'm sweaty outside and it's kind of breezy, I start yawning.
This was the one, y'all. This workout was it. It killed me. Mark Quay can tell you. Look at.
You guys get the questions? That is loud. I apologize. That was loud. Okay, we're gonna start. The first question we have is, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
You want to go first, or you want me to go first?
One of you can go first. I'm not going first.
I'll go first. So, where do I really see?
I'm so sorry.
Oh, y'all can hear me. All right. Where I see myself in 10 years, I really see myself. I would say I would like to be successful in 10 years. I really want to see myself successful somewhere, not in Baltimore, because I honestly been wanting to move out of Baltimore since early, but I would say somewhere been successful selling houses, clothing, and maybe doing videos. I'm just starting about a gaming channel for y'all. Race, make a gaming channel and put my 110% into it instead of my 100%. And also, Illustrious is getting 150% of y'all time, not just 100. It's getting 150 when we come back for this new year, and we're gonna start off right this year. No playing around. It's grind time.
I felt that in my soul. Oh my god. You said 10 years, right? Where I see myself in
What's
10
up,
years.
Bree?
What's up?
Oh yeah, I see myself already like not pre-graduate, a graduate of college, obviously. Then I want to be in my business field as well as I would like to invest into like multiple stocks along with multiple companies as well as I want to be an engineer too because that's what I'm going to college for. So I'm also going to be in the field of engineering while I have my own business. And then I plan on releasing another business. And then I'm investing in other people's business as well as like the stock market as well.
Mm-hmm. And y'all, I see myself in the medical field too, as well. If I really don't see myself working independently, I want to see myself in the medical field in about 10 years. You know, the vibes.
I guess I'll go. So in 10 years, I want to see myself being premiered in movies, TV shows. I just want to do acting, period. I also want to be a director. I want to have my own book out. What else? I want to make billions of dollars. And I want to help communities because I feel like a lot of celebrities nowadays, like they're not like helping out communities, like doing back to school events and doing stuff to give away to the community and help communities out. So I would definitely like do that. So yeah. Tell us his smile.
He tired. He tired.
Oh.
Mark.
I don't know. I think I see myself being successful regardless. I'm not going to say I think I have my whole plan right now. So I'm not really sure exactly where I'll be in 10 years, but I definitely see myself doing something either with I don't know, I've kind of thought about certain things and I want to see myself either doing something with law and like crime and injustice or making my own business and just independently working.
I want to go into pharmacy. I probably want to be like good in my career by then and making good money. That's really it.
Okay, does anyone else have a question from the list that they would like to talk about?
What are the questions?
You might as well just go down the list.
Okay, we'll just go down the list then. What are some things that were super tough in life that you got through?
Say it one more time, please.
What are some things that were super tough in life that you got through? Like basically different things, I guess, that would have held you back, but it didn't. It helped you move forward.
Um, I'll start off. I would really say something that really was super hard on me was I had like some family issues during the school time, and like something like bad had happened, and it like I feel as though it like my mood went from always like anybody can tell you in school how they would call me the joke. Like I would make everyone laugh as I walk around the school building and like get on people's nerves, but it felt like everybody knew like something was going on because my energy was off, and it was like, so Corey, you're not really feeling like yourself, you're not looking like yourself. And I had to come up out of that and show them like I'm still here and I'm gonna get through it no matter what. So I had to fight through it and get that issue out of my head and just keep going.
Okay, so one thing for me is like I know I kind of say it a lot, but is one thing that was hard for me to get over was my mother. Like my mother had a stroke like when I first like when I was transitioning from middle school into high school, but but it wasn't like really a major change. It just kind of took my mother away from me, so I didn't have her support me anymore. But I was kind of used to it just because of the simple fact of like like most of my life I just been raised by my sister, but that just hit me because like at the end of the day that's my mother, and it kind of forced me to kind of grow up more because I started like thinking of stuff bigger, like instead of thinking in the now. Sometimes like certain situations will force me to think about the future, and like I know I say that's like one of my biggest problems is I think about the future more than I think about the now, but that's just I just think like that way because of the stuff that I've been through.
Does anybody else want to go? If not, I'll go.
I'll go.
Okay.
So the biggest time where I was like struggling and was going through the most, and it was like tough for me to get out that situation, was me going to Dunbar and going to that school every day, and like just getting the type of treatment from kids at the school and stuff like that, the evil, wicked treatment I got from them. So I stopped going to school, whatever, and I basically like failed all my classes. So that left me at like a 1.5 GPA, which is like very, very low. And like I felt like I was not gonna succeed. I feel like my future was not destined. I feel like I was doing failing like because I had such a low GPA. And basically how I got through it was my third, fourth quarter, we did virtual school. I killed it. I had all A's and B's, mostly all A's, and like basically it like rose my yeah, like it brought up my GPA to a 3.2. So yeah.
Okay. One thing for me was, so basically when I started working on my music more, like I guess I would say in like a serious way, when I really got serious about it, um the person I was working with at the time kind of, I don't know, let's just say their integrity wasn't there. So just a lot of complicated stuff happened and they did me wrong, stole money from me, and I basically wasn't seeing any of the progress from like all the work that I was putting in and all like the stuff that I sacrificed. And around that time I lost a lot of friends because this person allowed me to think that in order to succeed I couldn't have an actual life outside of what they wanted me to do. So it just caused like a lot of issue with like family, friends. So I wound up losing a lot of people, which I like rebuilt those relationships. And, you know, once I stopped working with the person, I kind of moved on and tried to just like do the things I know I had to do for myself. But I feel like I lost a lot of relationships that I needed at the time. And then after losing those relationships, then I also like kind of lost myself because I just kind of felt like all the work that I put in just went to waste because it was like, for what? What did I sacrifice so much for? Um, but I think I had people around me supporting me and helping me, like, you know, just understand that the situation wasn't my fault. So then I just moved forward and I just pushed myself to do different things. And I think now I'm kind of understanding myself and learning myself a lot better to the ways where I know what I want to do in the future and not what other people want me to do.
I had some family like troubles in the 10th grade, and then like I feel like it messed with me mentally like that summer and then going into 11th grade. But I basically got through it by just, well, like forgiving, number one, and then just making sure that I was doing what I had to do, like regardless of what was going on around me. Like making sure I stay on top of my stuff, like working, I play sports, and then my grades and stuff like that. So yeah.
Okay. Another question is, what are some places you see yourself living? I guess that means like what? Countries, different states. I don't know. I don't even see myself living in like different places. I just see myself moving. Like I just like to I want to travel. I want to travel around a lot once
Me
like
too.
I'm like stable.
Yeah.
Me,
I just
me,
see myself moving to Florida though. I like the beach and stuff. Or like South Carolina.
I want to know like how do people like can move in from one like if they move from Baltimore to Florida and like how do they like transition so easily? That's the thing. That's what I'm like just a little scared of because I don't want to move someplace and then get a place and be stable, then don't know what I'm gonna do there because I don't got no resources or I don't got no connects down there, then I start falling. But the thing is I would like to move like to I would say LA. That was my big thing. I would like to move to LA, but on like some entrepreneurial stuff, on some me making videos type stuff, like YouTube and stuff like that. So me doing that so I can be like independent instead of thinking about what's my next move about work.
Sure.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. But a place like for me, honestly, I say no. A place for me is like I could say like I don't really have like a personal place that I really want to go. Like I have places that I want to visit, but for me to live, I just know I don't want to be in Baltimore. I want to be somewhere else. Like I want to go to some place like Charlotte, where you know it's like secluded, but when I'm not gonna say secluded, but it's low key. But at the same time, they still got everything that um Atlanta or Los Angeles have.
Ooh.
Like I just want something like that, like where it's not out there, but it still got everything.
Okay. We only have 2 minutes, so we might gotta wrap this up now because
Yeah.
who knows how long we're gonna be cooking today, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, Cam really had a good question though. How do we what did it say? How do you adjust your family life? Like that's a real good question.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I feel
Does
as though
that
if we
mean as far as like when stuff is going on in your family, how do you adjust your family life? Or
I mean that question can be used in different ways. How can I adjust if something happens bad within my family life, or basically how do I adjust family life period and within friends life and family? Everything is just different. But we know that y'all got to get out here and cook. Y'all got a big meal today. Y'all starting off early, so
For real, I need the itis.
yeah, y'all already had an itis after y'all finished cooking this. But thank y'all. This the last week. Y'all have fun cooking. Y'all already know it's up.
yeah, well, it's gonna get started, I guess, from here then. Um, but thank you everyone for that actually stuck around and kept signing up because we needed people to give the boxes to. So, but yeah, we're gonna go and I'll be here waiting for the grand to come on so that we can start cooking. So everybody get your stuff out so we can get started. Thank you guys for coming on and doing the questions though.
Yeah. How do you just family?
No problem.
All right, y'all. See y'all. Thank y'all for having me. This last week. Let's do right. Yes, sir. We outie.
Oh yeah, support the wavy play.
Y'all know support the wavy weight, illustrious brand
For real.
KR Smoothies, exclusive apparel, shop by Tay, sister wall paintings. Come on now, y'all know all of it. Go support.
No cap. Y'all better pay attention to them dates. I'm telling
Yes,
y'all, it's gonna be
sir.
something big.
This year finna be ours. We taking over.
See y'all guys.
Bye.
Hey, 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 guys, we are back. Okay, so we have 3 people in the waiting room. So it looks like we are in for a special treat today. Let me let them in so we can get started.
I can hear you talking.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I think you had your camera flipped.
I'll fix it. I'm fixing it. Whoa. I got it. You good, babe? You good?
I'm good. All right, went away. Who says Granny Ruby? What? Oh, okay.
It says there's 3 different names in the chat room. So I let all of them. I don't know. Is it all the same person?
Yes.
Okay. So do you want me to remove one of these, 2 of these?
It's only 2. Should be only 2.
Should be only 2. One says Granny Jan. The other one says Granny Ruby.
Okay, which one do you want me to keep in?
Both.
Okay.
We have a a tablet that's going to show the big picture, and
Okay.
I have the cell so that I can see your faces and talk with you all as we go along.
Okay, I think what it is one of them, you're gonna have to mute the volume on one of them because it's echoing. That was what I was hearing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is
It's not.
this is.
I hear talking. Oh, okay, it means you can hear me. Well, something's going on here. Hey, Trina.
Hi,
Hi, Miss Tina.
how you doing, Amaya?
How are you?
Microphone on.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I don't get feedback now.
Yeah, I'm not hearing anything either.
Hang on, Daddy is trying to check the volume off. I don't know what Granny Ruby is, because it's, do you have it laying down somewhere?
The Granny Ruby is your aunt.
Yeah, Granny Ruby, I think, is the phone.
Yeah, because it's showing
And-
some.
Oh, okay, now I see.
Oh.
Looks like it's frozen. I mean, I'm moving, so I don't know why Granny Ruby is not moving.
It's facing the opposite way. I think it's facing.
Oh, okay, it needs to, okay, so we're doing.
Go back.
Can you flip the camera?
Parents,
Technology, look.
Amaya, parents. You know what I'm saying? My parents.
Hey, my mom.
Watch it, Trina.
I
It
have
has
the
to look
same
at me, right? Yes.
I have
Okay,
the
got
same
it.
issues you have, Amaya.
Okay, now we can see you.
Oh, you can see me now? Oh, is
Yeah.
that light too bright in it?
Oh, the light is a little
A little bit.
glare. Yeah.
If I cut the light out, we won't see.
That's what we see you on the other one.
You
Yeah,
do?
it's fine. You can put it back where you had it the first time.
Okay, I just wanted to be able to see if somebody wanted to say something to me, but I'll just hear
Okay.
from across the room. This is good.
Okay.
I want to see people. Okay.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Yeah, but I don't have your arm over here to hold it, Trina.
what is the intent of you doing it? Only to see people?
Yeah, I want to see.
You can hear them.
I want to see them. I'm talking to them. So you want me to take it off?
You can sit us down where you had us the first time. That was fine. I could see you fine enough.
Mm-hmm.
You can see you good on the second view, so it works. Yep. That's
Okay.
Is that good?
Yep.
So you have Katrina.
Yeah.
You have somebody called Granny Project. I don't know if that's.
That's
Maya,
My name is Amaya.
Amaya.
host. Yes.
Okay, who else is on here?
That's it.
That's it?
Yep.
So I'm only going to be cooking with you today?
So this is going to be on a live stream on YouTube. So people will be commenting. I'll read out the comments. You can't see them, but they'll be like typing in a chat. So
Yeah.
what I can do is I'll read you some things because I have it pulled up right next to
So you're on a live.
Oh my goodness, Trina, I'm gonna get you for setting me up like this. So in that case, I guess I don't need to see it, do I?
So close out Granny. So Granny Jan's gonna leave. You can leave.
Well, how many folks do we have on the
Um,
YouTube?
Granny Ruby can go.
we have 17 people watching as of right now.
So there's 17 on right
17.
now waiting for you.
So I'm gonna get rid of Granny Ruby.
Do you want me to start?
I want you, while I get rid of Granny Ruby, tell me who Granny Ruby was and what part she plays in this.
Okay, Dad.
I'm telling Jan, tell people who Granny Ruby is and what
No.
part she plays in this. While I'm doing this, please.
I think it's gone.
Oh yeah, it left.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so you can take it away and get started.
Now, can we get a little closer to Granny Jan so that the kids will be able to see her?
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna
Okay, start
I gotta
over.
hear her.
Start over.
and you can put yourself on mute too, Miss Trina, because then I'm gonna put the speaker view up so that they can see her.
Perfect.
Okay, start over. Talk about Granny Ruby.
We're ready?
Yes.
I'm gonna introduce myself first. Tell Trina to introduce me. Trina,
Yes, ma'am.
Trina,
Yes,
would you introduce me?
yes. So, hi everyone who's tuning in today, all our young people across the city. I'll introduce you to Mama Jan. She's actually my mama. And my dad is behind camera, is the cameraman, and she's going to be demonstrating our cooking lesson for tonight. So, hi, Dad. And so, take it away, Mama Jan.
Okay, so hi everybody. I'm glad you could join us tonight. I got a word that you all wanted baked chicken, macaroni and cheese, and buttery garlic green beans. So the first thing we need to do when we start to do this meal is that we have to know what's going to take the longest amount of time to cook. So that's what we prepare first. So the longest we have to do now is the juicy baked chicken thighs. So first and foremost, you always have to wash your meat off, remove any extra fat on it that you don't want, because the fat is really the part that gives you bad heart and cholesterol. And you don't want your chicken to be too greasy as well. So you wash your chicken, and then as instructed, you pat it dry. You want your chicken dry before you start to put you have to put oil on it so that it holds the season that you put in it. Oh, let me back up. Turn your oven on, preheat it to 400. I'm drying my chicken now. And then as the directions tell me, I have to put on 1 teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil.
Look to the screen first. Let me see it.
That's about a teaspoon. You can measure yours. I have measuring spoons here, but I'm an eyeballer, so I've been doing this for a little while. Make sure that all of your chicken pieces are covered completely with the oil. If you don't have olive oil, feel free to use canola, vegetable oil, grapeseed oil, avocado oil, whatever the oil is that you might have to put on here, because it's only acting as an adhesive for the seasoning that's on here, because this chicken, with being the thigh, already has more than enough fat on it to make grease enough. So we've done that, and then the instructions tell us that we need 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. Hold on. Here are my measuring spoons. Couldn't make it without them. Don't need a lot of salt. This is going to be healthy chicken. You need 1/8 a teaspoon of pepper. This is black pepper. A lot of the times I will use white pepper if I don't want to see specks in my food, and it's just as good. If you want a little extra pepper or whatever, feel free to do that. You need 1/8 of a teaspoon of garlic powder, not garlic salt, garlic powder.
Why? You make it expensive.
Because garlic salt has salt in it, and we've already put salt on it. And then we need 1/8 of a teaspoon of paprika. What is it? Okay. I'm going to, you could have mixed all of this, just like it said on the recipe. You could have mixed it all in a container together. But I always do mine in the same container so that I'm getting as much of the seasoning that I can retain on the food in the actual container that it's going to be cooked in. And so all I have to do is just rub it in. Yes, if you don't like cooking with your bare hands, you might want to put on some plastic gloves. Always wash. You got to wash in between. If you want your chicken to be browner, then you can put more paprika on it, because paprika will cause it to brown really nice and a beautiful brownish glow to it. And it'll also help it to be crispy. Now, to tell you the truth, I usually put a whole lot more seasoning than this right here, but we're going to stick with this recipe because you all are learning how to stick to a recipe. So I'm not going to ad-lib that. So this is ready to go in the oven as soon as my oven tells me that it is 400 degrees. So I'm just going to sit this over to the side. And what I forgot to do was turn on my water. Turn your water, put the water in your pot for your macaroni next. That's the next thing we're making. Macaroni is going to take us about 20 minutes to prep, about 30 minutes for it to cook. And so you put your water in your pot. I always put salt in the water so you can help to season the macaroni, because macaroni can be pretty bland if you don't put some salt, or either sometimes chicken broth. But if you're using a Teflon pot, as I am, you cannot put the salt in the water until it actually begins to boil, because if you put it in before then, the salt will eat the Teflon bottom out of your pan, the salt and the heat combined together. So I had already put hot water in my pot from the faucet, And now I'm just turning the eye on so that when it starts to get a boil, I will drop my salt, and you put a teaspoon in there. I just sprinkle by hand. And then once that starts boiling, we put our macaroni into the pot, and it starts to boil, and we cook it al dente. Al dente means that it is still, it's not crunchy, but it is still a little bit hard. It's still a little bit tough. You wouldn't be able to just eat it like it is. It's just before it gets done. And you want to keep it al dente because the macaroni continues to cook once you put it in the oven with all the ingredients. And if you let it cook too long, then you're going to have a lot of mush. And that's not good macaroni and cheese if your macaroni is mushy and falling all over the place. So my water is starting to boil over here. I can put my salt in. No. Calls for an entire 16-ounce box of macaroni. The entire box in there. I just cover it up just till it starts boiling. Once it starts boiling, I take the top off. I recycle. Okay, now we can start, while we're waiting for that to start boiling, we can start to prep our sauce that goes into this mac and cheese. I think I want to use another Teflon pot. I would suggest using a non-stick pot for this because cheese is very easy to stick. So I need deep saucepan. You need a deep saucepan because this is going to get pretty full of liquid. So to the saucepan, we are going to add 6 tablespoons of butter. This is how you measure butter. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 tablespoons is 1 stick of butter, which is a half a cup of butter. You need 2 of these to make a full cup. So since the lines are on here, all you have to do is we're going to cut 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So right here. In the pot, it's melting.
Is that Brady said like this?
Huh?
That's Brady said like this.
I'm just getting my things out of the refrigerator. Cold items should stay in the refrigerator until you're ready to use them. Okay, so to my butter, I have to add my flour. And you need a whisk. You need a whisk. This is a whisk. And we are going to put in a 1/3 cup of flour. And this is how you make a roux. It's called a roux. We do like this when we want to make gravy as well. So gravies and sauce, you usually start out with a roux. And you put this in slowly because if not, the flour will lump. See this? That's the base for the roux. Do it till it bubbles really good or really well. And then we need to add in our milk, and that's 3 cups of whole milk, and 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. One. 2 cups. Continue to stir so that it doesn't stick. My chicken's going in the oven at 400. I don't have my rack at the right place, excuse me. The rack needs to be in the center of the oven so that it cooks evenly top and bottom. Here is the 3rd cup of milk. The chicken has to cook for 40 minutes at 400 degrees. We need 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. Any brand is good.
I have a question.
What's the question?
So Miss Joni wants to know. She said, "Can someone tell us what goes in the smaller pot? Is it the sauce for the cheese? The macaroni and cheese?"
Yes, we're making the sauce for it. Yes.
Okay. All right.
This is the sauce for the mac and cheese. Macaroni is bubbling. Once you've added in the milk and the heavy cream, you have to keep whisking it until it begins to bubble. It needs to be really hot because next we're going to be adding in 2 cups of cheese. Now another recipe is calling for 4 cups of sharp cheddar and 2 cups of Gruyere. I always have a problem with that word, cheese. But we just are going to use the triple cheddar in ours. And so this pack right here, this 1 pack holds 2 cups. So we're going to put 2 cups in first, and then we're going to let this melt down. And then we're going to put in 2 more cups. You have to add cheese sparingly. Are you all just watching or are you cooking?
All the people that are watching on YouTube, they're following along cooking with you.
They're cooking as well?
Yeah.
How is theirs going?
It sounds like everyone's is going good. I think no one's really commenting as much because they're following along. But someone wants to know that once the noodles are done boiling, what do they put the fire on?
What do you do what?
Put the fire.
Once the macaroni starts to boil, what do they set the fire on the stove?
I have mine on medium high just to cook, and you leave it there until it's done. You just don't want your water to. I left my lid on so that it gathers the heat in the pot and it'll boil sooner. It's boiling now. I can take my lid off, and that's how you monitor the macaroni from here on out, is with an open lid. Show them this, honey. you'll start to see the foam gather on the top of the macaroni. That's starch on top of the water. And this is boiling. So this macaroni, it's not al dente yet, but it's not far from it. I'll show it to you again in just a little bit. Whoops, don't let my milk. I almost forgot about my whisper.
Do you want to get any colander or scissors?
I'm putting the first 2 cups in here of cheese, a little bit at a time.
Someone wants to know how much heavy whipping cream do they put in again?
1 cup.
Okay.
It's 3 cups of whole milk and 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. Make sure to get the lumps out of your cheese, should any appear in here. I had 1 in mine. So the whisk is really good to help you get the lumps out of the cheese. You see how this macaroni is boiling? It's doing just what it's supposed to do. The white foam is not a problem. It's just the starch from it. As I said before, the starch going on the top. This is what it looks like. Be careful with the sauce when you're making it. If it starts to get too thick too quickly, turn your heat down because it's cooking too fast. So now I'm getting ready to put in, I'm putting in the other 2 cups. 2 cups of cheese. How's everybody's coming?
Everyone is saying that their stuff is coming good. So
It's good?
Yep.
Okay, so all my cheese is melted because it was so hot. It didn't take long for it to melt. It's nice and thick. I'm going to take the heat off of it. I'll sit it over here for a little bit because I have to get the macaroni prepared. It probably takes a good 15 to 17 minutes to get the macaroni al dente. Have a good texture to it. One way you can check it is just take a couple of pieces out and see how it cuts with a fork. This is al dente. You can eat it, but it still feels kind of rubbery. I love raw macaroni. It's done, it's fat enough. It's very good. Now I'm going to drain it. Pour it in your drainer. Rinse it with cold water first. Rinse it with hot water. and then cold once again. That's just my stove. Since we're on a time limit here, normally you would let your macaroni cool just for a little bit before you get ready to put it in the actual sauce, or the sauce in the actual macaroni. But since we have a time limit here, I'm just running a lot of extra cold water on it to cool it down. I think that'll about do it. Drain as much water out of it as you can. You do not want soggy, wet macaroni. That's so good. Okay, you can put it back in your pot. Put just a couple of sprinkles of olive oil on it. It keeps it from sticking together. All of them will remain separate that way, because if they clump together when you pour your sauce in it, you're going to have lumpy mac and cheese. Okay, so we have our mac and cheese here. I mean, the macaroni is done. Let me see. Okay.
Why do you cool the macaroni? Why is it important to cool the macaroni?
Because added heat to the cheese sauce the cheese sauce has gotten really thick as a result of cooking down. When you put the really hot macaroni in it, it will melt it down and make it more soluble. It makes it more runny. You want this to be somewhat of a thick consistency. So cool your macaroni so that it doesn't water down your sauce. Now, if you want salt and pepper in it, you can. Like I said, I use white pepper because I don't like to have specks in my food. But you are free to use black pepper, and you just put it in to taste, whatever you like. You know how much pepper and so forth. I only put a tiny bit of salt because I cooked it in salt. And remember, be very careful with salting this now, because cheese is salty all by itself. It will make salty. So we have all this together. Let me see if I got enough. You can taste it as you go. So one thing to remember, start out with small increments of seasoning, because you can always add, but you can't take it out. So if I don't have enough salt or pepper in here, I'm going to taste it now, and then I'll know. I have just a little bit more salt in this, but I'm just going to give it a few quick turns, and that's it. So I'm going to do now. I'm ready for my cheese sauce. Look at this. See what I mean about thick? This is fantastic. See what I mean by this pot? This cheese sauce just rolled right out of this pot with no sticking, because it's a non-stick bottom. And as much as we can tout about how good stainless steel is to cook in, and it is, it's a good it's a good heat conduit, but the cheese would stick to it, and you'd have a difficult time trying to whisk it in there with the heat in the bottom. This is the consistency that you want. Had this macaroni been really hot, it would have melted and you would have lost this thick consistency right here that you want for your mac and cheese. Okay, it's ready to go into the bowl. I use spray. I don't use Pam, even though it's very popular, because it's made with plastic ingredients in it. Plastic, some level of plastic is melted down and is used in it. That's what sustains it. This has none of those unhealthy things in it. So spray your bowl, because you know cheese is gonna stick. And I can pour this all in here. Make sure that you've mixed it really well.
Who's that spray called?
Is that the one? This is the spray. This is the Kirkland brand from Costco's.
Canola oil.
Canola. It's canola too. I only use canola oil and olive oil, some grapeseed. I hear avocado oil is really good. Now, I might have put way too much in this container, but I think it's going to be okay. Okay. So I don't know if you guys have panko breadcrumbs, but now you would put, if you have it, some Parmesan cheese across the top, some paprika, and some panko crumbs. Now that's if you want it. That's optional for you. I don't care. My husband and I, we don't care for either one of those. So I will put a sprinkle of the panko on top, just a little bit, and then I'm going to put just a little bit of paprika on the top. I love the paprika on it.
That looks good.
Mm-hmm.
What's panko?
These are breadcrumbs. These are Italian breadcrumbs. You can tell by the green seasonings in there. So we got a lot of oregano and stuff in it. So now I need more. Paprika. I need a sprinkler of paprika. And put just a little. I just put this right across the top.
Oh, that looks good.
It's all done. We put it in the oven, let it cook at 350 for 30 minutes. So that's done. Now we are on to, is there any questions? Chicken's doing fine. Chicken cooking at 400. It's doing fine. Now to do the green beans. I have already rinsed my green beans off, but we still need to, is everybody on to the green beans? Am I moving too fast?
Let me check in the comments to see if anyone needs you to slow down maybe a little bit. No one's saying anything, so I'm thinking we're all fine.
Okay. So we have a little bit of time. I can go a little bit slower, I think.
If we go a little bit past 8 also, it's okay. Not too far past 8, but cutting it a little after is not gonna hurt nobody.
Okay, we'll see where we are. Well, I don't think that we'll be able to see the finished product by 8 o'clock. You probably will the chicken, but you want the macaroni and cheese. And you will be able to see the green beans because the green beans are just on the stove top.
So what you doing there?
I am cutting the ends and any bad spots off of my green beans. You want?
A couple, 2 people said they weren't ready, so I'm thinking maybe just a tad bit slower.
Okay, all right. I'll give them a chance to catch up. I clean as I go, so I'm gonna wash my pots.
Okay, sounds good. And even if you want to tell them about yourself a little bit, because I don't feel like we got a good introduction.
Say that again.
I said, and even if you want to talk a little bit about yourself so we can get to know you a little bit better. Do you actually know what the Granny Project is for?
No, you tell me about the Granny Project.
Okay, so that's what I would do. So the Granny Project is basically bringing awareness. So right now we're doing online cooking shows to bring awareness to food insecurity, which is, I don't know if you know about food deserts where it's just
Yes.
where
Can you speak louder? Can you speak louder? We can barely hear you.
ooh.
That's better.
All right. Basically where, certain areas don't have access to fresh foods or like produce or different things that they can actually cook with.
Yes.
So that's basically what our project is bringing awareness to. Me and my teammates have been working on this for, I would say, about like 2 months. Actually, no, that's longer. Maybe about like almost 4, actually, going on 4. To just kind of do something where I feel like food insecurity isn't something that's really like talked about, and
Sure. Right.
definitely something that a lot of people don't know about.
Right.
Me personally, I actually didn't know anything about it until last summer, when I did youth work. So this is something basically just bringing awareness and helping people understand what it's about. So this is kind of like our starting point, just to kind of get people understanding and get people involved so that we can do something, you know, bigger, actually like targeting people that are in food deserts. Um so yeah, that's a little bit about what we're doing. And then there's other things that Heart Smiles and Johns Hopkins are doing where there'll be more information talked about what we're like, basically what food insecurity is. So that's just a little gist of what this is.
I think that's a great effort. It really is. And there are lots of food deserts. People are really, it's not something that's commonly talked about for sure, but they're definitely out there.
I think it's an excellent idea too, because cooking also speaks to culture. And when you don't have culture, there's nothing. There's no legacy, there's no history. You just here. So this cooking, my wife, she cooks all the time, and I love it. And she doesn't, but she loves to cook because we don't go out to eat because she cooks so well. But it's culture, and I think it's an excellent task that you're taking on to bring back into the community the kitchen. The kitchen is an essential part of quality of life. And food deserts come about, and I saw documentaries on this, where they were talking about how the dollar stores create food deserts, because people go into the dollar stores to buy discount poor food at a cheaper price, and they're not going to the grocery stores to feed themselves. So I think that this project that you have here, which is bringing people back into the kitchen, learning how to cook, feeling the love that comes from cooking, because when you got love in your food, it's no word for it, no word for it. My wife could cook a dog.
I can tell. I can definitely tell. So, you can tell when someone cooks a lot. You can tell when someone knows what they're doing. And she definitely,
oh yeah, she does.
Definitely showing it. But I
Yeah.
think that was very well said. I couldn't have said better myself. I think the kitchen is definitely a place of love. And I think that all cooking should be done with love. And I think that this is definitely something where I've realized, I think even for me and my family, that just a lot comes from like sharing a meal. So I think just to be able to share that part with everyone who signs up and whoever knows it, like wants to be a part of it, it's been really nice to see the outcome and like get the feedback that we've gotten, not only like how we can make this part of it better, but also, you know, what ideas we came up with along the way of what we can do after, this like last session basically. So it's just been nice to see like people like posting pictures and like sending us stuff of their like finished product and their family.
Wow. Wow.
So it has
Yes, sir.
it's been a good experience, and I just really appreciated being a part of the project. And even with like it being a lot, it's a lot of work, but I think it's just nice
Yes.
to see what came out of it. So
Good. I encourage you, keep it up. Keep it up. And
we
when
definitely will.
because when I was a kid, they used to call it home economics.
Mhm. So Maya, share with them how youth led this is, how each one of you plays a role in what you're doing as a team.
Okay, so in like June, this is when we basically started like the planning out of how this was going to go. And okay, I'm going to name the team. So it's me, Brianna, Summer, Lamar, Mar, and then Corey got added to the team to do the workouts. So we've basically all like taken on our own jobs. So I do the social media side, so that's why I'm hosting. I control the Instagram account, and just the YouTube account. Basically making sure that like all this stuff was figured out. And then the flyer, I got James to make it, and it was great. And then Brianna does the budget to make sure that we stay within the amount that we were given for the project, and just to make sure that everything is distributed in the right places. Summer, she's been helping out with getting the food alongside me and Bree. And she also helped us pack the boxes, figure out how we're doing the deliveries to like deliver all the food to everyone who signed up. Lamar and Corey, they do the workouts. So that's who was on here before, the cooking side of it. They do the 6 to 7. So, and then who else? Oh, Mar. So Mar, he's the one that helps recruit the grannies to make sure that, we got people to come on here and cook for us. So that's kind of like a little bit about all of our jobs. And even though we all kind of chose our own jobs, we've kind of like taken on little parts, like one by one, helping each other out, because as a team, stuff doesn't always go right. So people, we all just kind of have to be there and help each other. And not gonna lie, it's been a lot. It's been a lot of work. It's been kind of hectic, a lot of chaos, because as a project, especially being youth led, we're all stepping out of our comfort zones, and we're all stepping into positions of basically positions that you would give an adult, and taking on all that, plus our own lives and our own stuff that we have going on, and then school now. So we kind of just like mixed and matched and try to just make things go as smooth as possible. But I would say that we definitely, as a team, and being like, Mars the youngest, so all of us being like within the age range of like, I think Mars 15 and 18, I would say. Us being all young and like we're still teenagers, I think it's also been something where we've got to learn like responsibility. Just like there's a lot of different things that I think that went into, just trying to use different skill sets and learning throughout the process. So, yeah.
That's great. That's how you're learning leadership, and we need the next generation to be ready to take it on full force when it's time. So hang in there, stick in there. You're doing a great job.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. And I don't feel like any of the sessions that I've gotten on being on here that I even really explained any of that or like even really talked about it. But no, I think that's something that a lot of people need to know. Like, we definitely need this generation to come up and understand leadership skills. Like, if this generation doesn't have leadership skills under the belt, we're all doomed.
That's right.
Best way to put it. So having Miss Joni, do what she does and give us all these skill sets to like use for these projects has been something that I've really appreciated, and I've been able to take with me, like not only in like positions like this of having to be a leader on projects, but also just in like my daily life and like in like relationships with like family and friends. Like it just, I think it has taught me a lot. And especially this, I feel like out of any project I've ever worked on or helped with, this has probably been the one that has taught me the most. And I think I've learned a lot throughout this process. And I just feel like I have a lot of skills that I know kind of where to pick and choose when it comes to certain things. So this has honestly been like, even though with like certain ups and downs, this has definitely been a great experience for me.
So is this program just in Baltimore? Is this a local?
Yeah, it is.
This
So
is the grassroots.
What'd you say?
Is this the grassroots area?
Yeah. It's local. So everyone that's on the team as of right now, we're all in Baltimore. But I don't really. For my own interest, I would like to expand. I think that after this time, this go round, I think if we do this again, and where we move further on, I think it will be really great to try to get people that aren't just, um, in the area. I think it would be a little bit harder to like do like the deliveries and like deliver food to people because driving, out of state would not be easy and we probably couldn't do that. But I think as far as having people come on and watch us on the live stream, I think
Yeah,
that would be a good way to bring awareness to places
sure.
that aren't just local and then to get people like outside of Baltimore to understand what a food desert is and what food insecurity is. But
Desperately
as
needed.
far as the
And,
food,
and
that's
start
probably
their
just
own.
local.
And
But
once you're marketing it as people are, when they come in and start looking at it, and then your team can teach them how to open them in their neighborhoods. So
yeah.
that's how it's going to spread.
Yeah. And right now it is the beginning. We just started this, so still kind of got to figure all the details out and kind of just with the adults that are in charge, we got to figure out how that will work or what we would do next basically. But hopefully we get to cross my fingers, hopefully we get to a point where we can teach other people in other states, like different youth like in other states, how to do this and ways that they could um use their leadership skills and do a project like this in their own state or like in their own communities and build on what we have already started so that it isn't just a local in Baltimore thing and then people are just watching us, that they actually can experience it themselves.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
how long have you been doing this?
4 months.
4 months?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, about 4 months. We started this
Right,
in
that's commendable.
June.
Very commendable.
Amaya, is everyone ready for the stream being?
Let me see.
Okay.
I'm going to ask.
And before they launched the Granny Project 4 months ago, on this part of it, there was about a year of research on food deserts that the young people did. They conducted interviews. They conducted interviews in 6 communities in Baltimore City that are food deserts. And they interviewed young people to ask them about how they access fresh foods and vegetables and how far their families have to travel to get those things. And we also know that you can't just give people fresh fruits and vegetables and expect them to know how to cook them in a healthy way. So that's
right.
Are so important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Great.
You guys can continue cooking. It looks like everyone is ready.
Everyone's good.
Green beans to start. Yep.
Okay, now it's on to the green beans. Our recipe calls for a pound of fresh green beans, trimmed and snapped in half. Well, I've washed mine and I'm still trimming the ends off of them. They were actually in pretty good shape. So, and if you don't want to cut them in half, that's okay too. They're still green beans.
You ever cut green beans when you were a little girl?
We had to cut them we didn't have a knife to cut the ends of them. We had to break them with our hands. We call them snapping beans. So we had to snap beans and I hated it. Yeah, in the country, we do all this kind of stuff. In the country, if you don't cook it, you don't eat it. You don't get to eat. You have to cook. Now, that doesn't mean we cook everything that's good for us, for sure. But we do cook. I checked the chicken. It's coming along well. One good way to find out, particularly with the, I've never been one of these people that use the thermometer to find out if food is done. It's just, somehow I've just innately been able to figure out it's done. So one good way, particularly with the breast, not the breast, the thigh, The thigh is the piece of the chicken that takes the longest to cook of any of the other pieces. It will always be the thigh. So all of your other chicken pieces will always be done before the thigh is. And the way that I test my thigh is that I stick a fork. Here's my trusty Steve.
Do it again, show it again.
I stick my fork in the fat, meaty part of the thigh. And if the juices run clear, I'm good. If the juices don't, it needs to stay in the oven and keep cooking.
What color if it's not clear?
If it's not clear, it's going to be bloody. It's going to be a pinkish red. Sometimes it's a really deep red because it really it could be so thick that it has to go through all of that fat and muscle in the thigh to get to the meat that's near the bone to get it cooked. So you have to be really careful. So just know that the thigh is always going to be the last thing that's done, and watch your other pieces of chicken and take them out way before the thigh, because if not, they're going to end up dry when the thigh is just right. That's one good thing. This is a really quick and simple, easy recipe for these green beans. They're actually just going to be sort of sauteed. Don't be afraid to try different things with your food, different seasonings and such. Like, for instance, I'm looking at this recipe for the green beans, and it calls for the 3 tablespoons of butter, which I've already, put my butter in the pan. And I only did 2 tablespoons because I don't want them to be excessively greasy. But when I look at this recipe, I think I'd like, if I were going to eat it, I would want a little bit more flavor to it. And I've sauteed many green beans before. And another way to prepare these is that you could add in just a dash of soy sauce. You could, I like minced onions in mine. You could chop up an onion, your own fresh onion, or you can just do minced onion, and I'll show you what that looks like. These are minced onions. And I know they look like they're a little crunchy. It looks like dried coconut, but it's not. You can put those, they add so much flavor to food. And I can eat onions just raw. I love onions, I love them. So I've got my butter in here, but like I said, try to put different things in them. Rosemary is good to try in different foods as well. It gives it sort of like a woodsy flavor to it, but it's really good. And thyme is as well. Rosemary and thyme, you pretty much can use that. You can use it on meats, you can use it on seafood, salmon, and you can use it on chicken, baked chicken and so forth. So the recipe calls for 3 cloves of garlic minced. Now this is whole garlic right here. What you can do to mince it is that you put it on the chopping board and you take your knife and you have to mash it. Now watch it not mash with me tonight. See, I've mashed it flat because that releases the flavor. Or you can do the quick and easy way of getting minced garlic from the grocery store. It's already chopped up for you, and you just take it and put it into the pan as it is. But we're using this whole garlic. I'll show you. This is what minced garlic looks like. And I could have easily just taken a couple of teaspoons of this, or how many did you say? Yeah, I could do 3 cloves of garlic is about 3 teaspoons. Each piece of garlic amounts to like 1 clove of garlic. And so I have put in the garlic into my grease, and you have to let it cook. And the more you saute garlic, the more flavor comes out of it. If you don't like garlic, don't put it in there. You could easily use some, if you don't like fresh garlic or don't have any, you could go back and use the garlic powder that we used earlier on the chicken. You can do that.
Okay.
So we are cooking the garlic in the green bean in the butter, and we are going to let that cook.
Mama Jan,
Yes, ma'am.
what's your heat set at for the sauteing?
I have mine on medium because, good question, Trina, because butter is so quick to burn. You don't want your butter to burn. So I got mine on medium. And everybody's stove cooks differently. So just make sure that you have it at a temperature that your butter is not burning. My butter is browning and the garlic is browning, but I will not let it get any darker than that.
Okay.
Okay.
I should have gas. I know there's a difference between the gas and electric.
Everybody can do it. I just set the temperature. My baby right here is trying to help me to help you all. He is asking about the difference between a gas stove and an electric stove. It's your preference, whichever one you want to use, but everybody has to your own. My mother-in-law used to tell us all the time, she said every mother knows its own child, so that applies to whatever it is that you have that's yours. You learn how to use it and you use it like you want to use it. So I have a gas stove. I absolutely love a gas stove. One thing about a gas stove is that you get it when you turn it on, you got instant heat. When you turn it off, the heat is no more. You can't say that about an electric stove, but I'm not bad mouthing electric stove because I was real seasoned in age before I got a gas stove. So I'm not complaining about the gas stove, but what I was saying again is that you have to learn the temperature for your own stove. Some stoves cook hotter than others, faster than others, and you just have to know which one to use. Another thing that you could put in these green beans, if you wanted to season them a little bit, is sesame seeds. Sesame seeds are really good in here. So these are just going to cook for just a little bit. I'm putting a top on it because I wanted to be able to steam a little bit in there. And it says in our recipe, we're good butter cooked. When it's done, I mean, you don't want your green beans to be soggy. These are supposed to be crispy, sauteed green beans. So they're not going to be cooked all the way like if you were cooking them in a regular, water with seasonings in that. These are actually going to be crispy. Oh, they smell good. Can you smell them, Trina?
Yes.
These are good. Okay, like I said, you guys, I'm adding a little extra because me and my babe got to eat this food that you all sent over here. I'm putting a little bit of soy sauce in mine. I'm gonna put a little bit of the onion. I'll put it back in the jar, didn't I, honey?
You did.
I did.
It's not here. Here it is. Here it is.
Okay, great. Thank you, babe. Put some little onion flakes in here. It's gonna be mighty good. As your green beans are getting closer to done, they will start to get really bright because of the heat and the oil or the butter. And the more they get done, the duller green they become. They become more of a sagey green color and not so bright. You see the difference? Let me show it to you. Okay, this one is not so done yet. This one is closer to done. Can you see the difference? So you have to keep stirring so that this one doesn't overcook and this one doesn't undercook. And also, we can put lemon pepper on these. We're gonna just sprinkle it with that when we get ready to serve them. Just a little dash of lemon pepper. Be stingy with lemon pepper because it can overpower, it can overtake food quickly. Gotta do a little multitasking here. Check my chicken. You know, in the country, do you know what we call chicken in the country? Does anybody know?
Yard bird.
Huh?
Trina said yard bird.
Yeah, and barnyard pimp. See this chicken? This is how you're gonna check it, see if it's done. No red juice is running out. Now, the only thing I'll tell you right now is that if you want this side to be drier than that, then you just flip them and turn the broiler on and get it dried out and make it browner. You can also do this browner, but this chicken is done. It's ready to go. And now I'm gonna go ahead and bring my oven back down to 350. Do a stop. And I'm gonna let the temperature drop down and I'll be able to put in my mac and cheese and let it cook and we will be good to go. I'm cutting up my green beans. They're as done as I want mine to be. You can test yours and do your preference on them.
How long does that stay in the oven?
Mac and cheese stays in for 30 minutes. Mine will have to stay, depending on the bowl that you use. If you have a thinner layer, you can make it with 30 minutes. My bowl is thicker, it's taller, but it holds the same amount of macaroni and cheese. I'm gonna probably let mine cook for about 35, 40 minutes so that I can make sure that it's cooked all the way through. But it doesn't have to cook a whole lot. And then I might brown it on the top a little bit more. So the good part about it is that there's no right or wrong way to do it unless you just totally just burn the food up. So what I'm saying to you is that cooking is like anything else new. It's OJT, it's on the job training. The more you do it, the better you get at it. Now, some people I can't say that's the truth for, but you know, basically speaking, yes, you can do it. So don't be afraid to try. Like I said, the new seasonings, don't be afraid to try different foods. I'm always on recipe sites. I love recipes. And then I pull out my own and then I tweak it and put it in what I want to put in it. And I'm good to go. And I never thought I would cook. I never thought I would cook. So are there any questions?
As of right now, no, there are not.
No questions?
Nope.
They must be eating.
Is everybody's chicken looking okay?
What'd you say?
Is everybody's chicken coming out okay?
Let me double check.
Okay. Oh, the one other thing that I did not do, I should tell you, starting out cooking, always put your timer on so that you can learn how long it takes for something to cook. And then you'll reach a point where you won't necessarily have to have a timer all the time, but every recipe will tell you how many minutes you need to cook it, or an hour. So I didn't put it on for my chicken, but I know when my chicken is done. It said 40 minutes. So you can put your timer on. I have one on my microwave and I have one on my stove. And I usually turn the microwave one on and it would have beeped and told me in 40 minutes when the chicken was ready to come out. But I don't ever take it out until I've self-tested it as well with the fork to make sure that the juices are running clear.
You can
So-
also use your timer on your cell phone and Alexa.
And just okay, timer, wherever you find it. And so the macaroni and cheese is gonna be on for the 30 minutes. But like I said, I'm going to do mine a little bit longer than that. So I'm probably gonna do about 40 minutes. I can take 2 of them off of that because we do that.
So it
Okay.
seems like everyone's chicken needs to take about 10 more, maybe a little bit more than that minutes.
They're using electric ovens.
Mhm. Marquette,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying about the temperatures of your stove.
Mm-hmm.
I will say I cheated a little bit. My stove has convection cooking on it. So I use convection cooking because I did want the chicken to, you know, do a little bit faster. Convection cuts about 25% of your time off in cooking. I wanted it to be so that you could see something was complete before we got off of the viewing tonight, because so the chicken is done and you can see that, but regular ovens won't cook as fast as a convection. I know that.
Taylor says her house smells great.
You'll have to ask Bay that. He's my taste tester as well. And he loves chicken.
Yeah,
You couldn't have chosen anything better for him.
I love the thighs.
I'm gonna try the green bean. That's good?
Good. My wife's the best cook. If I was a chicken, I would come to this house to be cooked, and that way I know my life was not in vain.
Mm. You know, like that.
Okay. Why?
Thank you, Will.
Let's go.
Okay, I put my
Lemon pepper on.
lemon pepper on my green beans. Woo, that's good. That's very good.
The dinner downstairs smells good too. My mom's cooking, so can't wait till we finish.
Your mouth has got to be totally watering then.
Mm-hmm.
Trina?
Should I be on my way?
Are you coming to get your mac and cheese tomorrow?
I will.
Are we done? Oh, she went off.
She's probably talking offline.
Oh, okay. Okay, so how did the Bay Production Company do?
It looks good. I'm looking at the kids feed on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
It's some great comments here.
Yeah, next.
Let's hear some comments, Trina.
Art said his chicken is nowhere near done.
Okay, so
Is his oven on 400?
Let me double check. Or Miss Trina, you can comment and see if it is, because we're delayed, so they're hearing us after we already done spoke.
Oh, okay.
Tell them mine is.
That's what I said about stoves. You don't know how hot they're gonna heat.
Right,
You have to know your own stove.
Mm-hmm.
Is anyone else's chicken okay? Has anyone got any chicken that's done?
Samantha said the food turned out really good.
Good, good.
Miss Joni is all smiles. Oh, Miss Stephanie says she wants to share a trick. She cooked noodles in the chicken broth.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
She said she learned that a while ago.
Yeah, I always cook egg noodles and chicken broth, always.
It's the best.
Yeah.
Miss Jan, sometimes she just makes the noodles. That's it.
A little pepper on them. Oh, that's a meal.
Mm-hmm.
And she also makes vegetable soup. She's got to show y'all how she makes this vegetable soup.
Babe, stop volunteering me.
Oh, I mean, it's the best. And her greens now, you're talking about raw foods like collard greens.
Mm-hmm.
So Miss Jan has this technique to cook collard greens with vegetable-based seasoning. No meat. And it is, I'll tell you this funny story if y'all got a minute. So when my mother was living here, and Kenny was living here, my daughter, Miss Jan blanched, mind you, she blanched blanches, don't you? Blanches, you just put them in boiling water and then you take them out. You don't understand that too long.
You're doing that because you want to freeze them.
Because you're going to freeze them, right? You're blanching them to freeze them. Okay? So she blanched these greens, and it was wintertime, mind you, and the patio was outside. So she put the pot of blanched greens outside to cool. And she went upstairs and laid down. Now, me, Kenny, and your grandmother were here looking for something to eat, and we saw this pot of greens out there. And we thought they was the best. They were only blanched. Another thing too, Maya, I'm not volunteering my wife for all this. Maya, is that my wife cans food. She makes homemade applesauce.
Wonderful. She does.
Homemade apple butter. She makes chow, pickled beets. I got a bag of, hold on.
Look, it sounds like you be eating good over there. I might need to come and stop by for dinner a couple nights of the week.
Yes. Once COVID is over, maybe they should host the dinner.
Yeah, I'm thinking so, Miss Trina. That sounds like a very good plan.
And Amaya, my father plays the guitar.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, he plays several instruments, so you
Amaya,
and you guys can have a jam session.
Amaya,
yep.
This is a bag of beets.
Oh wow.
Raw beets. Now I'll use them in the blender because I mix mine with ginger for health purposes. Okay, but my wife is going to peel these. This house will be just full of cooked beets. She pickles them. She cans them in mason jars, what you call them, and sometimes she gives them away. But this winter we'll have food.
Yes.
Yes, it sounds like.
We might have to host the team.
Yes.
Okay. Look, this quarantine stuff is over. Maybe we do.
Absolutely. We'd love to.
Oh, that sounds great. I really appreciate you guys coming on here. I think you did a great job at explaining everything too. So, because I'm not even cooking, but I'm in my head, I'm thinking, okay, you do this, do that.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. For a last minute thing, I made it through.
I do want to share, it's always good to have a well-equipped kitchen. So the things like the whisk and the plastic spatula,
absolutely,
things like that, you can find those at your local dollar store.
You can.
Like Dollar General or Family Dollar. You can buy those for just $1 or a couple of dollars so that you can have those instruments with you when you're cooking.
No, that sounds good. That's what I was gonna say. If we do the cooking shows again, I think that probably be best to have people do that because we don't know exactly what tools everyone has, but we definitely provide the food. Now, the utilities, I don't know how much everyone has, but definitely the dollar store has all that stuff. So
yeah. Well, you know what? And there are substitutes too. If you don't have a whisk, I mean, if you're a student, you're in school, you don't necessarily walk around with a whisk in your backpack. You just take a fork and you just whip it with the fork, and that's your homemade whisk. You can take 2 wooden chopsticks or what do you call kebab sticks. You can use
Oh, I know what you're
these
talking about.
and like put 2 or 3 of them together in your hand.
She can't see that.
Oh, you can't see it. I'm sorry. I'm
That's
on
all
the wrong side. Here we go.
right.
Here we go. You got 2 or 3 of them together right here. Just hold them in your hands like this, and you whip it like this. There's always a way to get it done. I didn't always have tools as well, but now I'm a total fanatic about kitchen gadgets. I have everything you'll ever need in a kitchen. Whether I use them or not, I love it. I'll have them. But yeah, you can always get it done. So we're going to sign out now. We're happy to have met you all. Happy to have been asked to participate. Thank you, Trina.
You're welcome.
Likewise.
And so with my husband, he is the camera hog tonight. I don't know what's come over him. I'm good. I've talked in front of the camera enough. I'm not a camera person. But anyway, thank y'all so much for having us. We hope you enjoy. We welcome you into our home. Thank you very much. And hope to see you again. Trina, come get your mac and cheese.
Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it. We all appreciate it. You did a great job.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
But yeah, we're gonna sign off too. So you guys can go on about your business, enjoy your dinner, and I will close us out.
Great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Say how we get out of here.
They do it.
No, you can get out of it
We'll
yourself.
go back to you. Told me.
Here, I'll do it for you if you don't got it.
Thank you. Just take us out.
I will.
We should have Joe in the meeting.
All right. So this is, it's coming to an end, an era. They were so sweet, don't you all think? But hopefully you guys also got a little bit more information on the Granny Project, what all we've been doing and everything that has taken place on to now. This is the last week, sadly. This last session. I think that this meal was by far the best. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I'm about to go eat dinner soon, so we will see. But I definitely felt as this was a lot of positive energy, and this was a really good way to end the beginning of something good. So the Instagram will still be used. Granny Project is not ending. We're going to still have something else that we will be doing after the after these 6 sessions that we've had. So everyone who follows the Instagram, or if you guys don't, I will actually link the Instagram name, the Instagram handle in the chat, so you all can see it. But we will be doing something else, so follow it, keep looking at the page, and we'll be updating soon about what the next steps are and what we'll be doing from now in this beginning session. So this is technically not the end of the beginning because we still have stuff planned, but you all keep a lookout on everything, and I hope you all enjoyed tonight and had a great last live cooking show. But if anybody doesn't have any questions before we get off of here, you guys go enjoy your mac and cheese, your green beans, and your chicken. But let's give a round of applause and a thank you to them for coming on, because Granny Jan, actually, I not even get his name, but Miss Trina's father, they definitely had some good energy up in here. So I appreciate it, and I think the whole team appreciates it, because that was some good explaining on what we were doing too. But I'm about to log off, and my sister's in here. You want to say bye? Say bye to everybody.
Bye.
Say enjoy your dinner.
Enjoy your dinner.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.